Venomoth from Scarlet 151 is arguably the most annoying card and the most annoying deck in the current meta. It confuses your opponent, it item locks your opponent, and you can trap your opponent in the active, giving your opponent little opportunity to play the game. If this sounds like a deck for you, then yeah, stick around and watch. I'm Jet from inthirdperson.com. Make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and let's talk about this Venomoth deck. It's courtesy of Jake Ewert, who actually played this on stream at Peoria Regionals. So I'm going, shout outs to Jake for the awesome deck, playing something a little different. And let's go and talk about Venomoth. Before we get into this video, quickly wanted to let you know that I am fundraising for Extra Life. 100% of the proceeds go towards the Children's Miracle Network of Hospitals, a network of 170 hospitals taking care of thousands of kids every day. Truly wonderful cause, and if you can support it, a link is in the description below. And if you donate at one of the 3 reward tiers, you can get a signed Pokemon card from me, as well as prints of my spray paint art, and I'll write a thank you note on the back of one of them if you donate at one of those 3 reward tiers. More details in the link in the description. Thank you so much for your consideration. I hope you can support this amazing cause. Now let's go back to the video. So Venomoth is a stage 1 Pokemon. It has only 90 HP, grass type, and it has the move Perplexing Powder. Does only 30 damage, but your opponent is now confused, and during your opponent's next turn, they are item locked. And there are so many decks in the meta right now that need item cards, switches, rare candies, nest balls, ultra balls, and so on. They just can't play those when Perplexing Powder is in effect. And on top of that, the confusion, so they can try and attack, but there's a 50% chance it's not going to work. On top of that, we're going to be playing a lineup of Spidops, where we have the Trap Territory ability, where their retreat cost goes up by 1. And the ideal board state is you want to have at least 1 Venomoth set up, multiple Spidops, and you are just confusing and trapping your opponent with an attack that they cannot get out of. And then on top of that, we're going to use Radiant Alakazam to move damage off of the active Pokemon onto the bench, so you can keep trapping the same Pokemon over and over again. And so the general game plan, or the lineup of cards, we've got a 4-3 line of Venomoth. We've got a 3-3 line of Spidops. We've got 1 Alakazam to move the damage. Spidops is actually not a bad attacker either. This can one-shot Charizard, and in the mid to late game, you should be powering this up anyway as a attack to end the game. 1 Manaphy to protect the bench, and we've got MEW EX here to help us draw cards, and its genome hacking attack you theoretically can do. We do have some double turbo energy to cover that genome hacking cost a little better. We've got 3 copies of Trekking Shoes to help us dig through our deck, find the items and cards that we need. 4 copies of Boss's Orders, because we really want to give ourselves the most opportunity to trap the right Pokemon into the active. We've got a couple of Disruption Stadiums, Temple of Sinnoh, to turn special energy into just colorless energy, as well as Pokemon League Headquarters to increase attack cost by 1. Keep in mind though, Pokemon League Headquarters does not work on Cramorant, because Cramorant's ability just lets it negate the attack cost completely. We've got 3 copies of Bruno. When one of our Pokemon gets knocked out, we can shuffle our hand into the deck and draw 7 cards. Otherwise, we draw 4. It's not bad to shake up our hand, but because we're expecting knockouts, Bruno is pretty good here. We got 1 copy of Super Rod, lets us grab any combination up to 3 Pokemon and Basic Energy, put them back in our deck. 2 copies of Level Ball to get our basics. Actually gets our evolution Pokemon as well, anything up to 90 HP. So this is great for our Tarountulas, our Venonats, and our Venomoths. So pretty good card here. 3 copies of Nest Ball to get our basics down. 1 copy of Pal Pad to get our supporters from the discard pile back into the deck. 2 copies of Switch. In particular, your opponent's going to try and trap Alakazam in the active, and we can use Switch to get that out of there. 4 copies of VIP Pass, because again, this deck so wants to set up wide, and VIP Pass can help us get set up that way. Though it only works on the first turn, and it sucks to draw into these in the mid to late game. do have 1 copy of Klara. Lets us grab up to 2 Pokemon and up to 2 basic energy from our discard pile and put them back into our hand. There are going to be times where we're going to need to get set up right away, and this is a great card to help us with that. 4 copies of Iono for hand disruption and 3 copies of Ultra Ball to discard 2, grab a Pokemon of our choice. And for energy counts, we've got 7 copies of Grass Energy and 2 double turbos. These are mostly from Mew. So your general game plan is you want to get multiple Spidops on the bench to lock down your opponent. We want to get the Venomoth attack by turn 2 using the Perplexing Powder and really confusing them and trapping something in the active. And then using Alakazam to move that damage off of the active Pokemon, move it to the bench, potentially take KOs that way. And you can either try and stall them out with Venomoth in order to just make them run out of cards, or you can set up the Spidops in the mid to late game to take KOs when it is too late. Now, I will admit, we played this on stream and it did not work as well as it did in my testing. However, the matches where it did work were pretty epic. I do think that there are a lot of bad matchups for this deck. I think that Miraidon is a terrible matchup for this because they have all sorts of ways of getting out of the trap, from Path to the Peak to attackers that don't have high energy costs to being able to burn energy to retreat because they can just reattach it with Flaffy. Lost Box is bad because Cramorant just eats this deck alive. There are a lot of decks that can get out of the trap. Chien-Pao is another one that can be really sneaky with Baxcalibur. If they can get Baxcalibur set up, or if they have a Palkia, that can be a big problem as well. But if you can lock in the trap, it is absolutely miserable for your opponent. So proceed with caution on this one. But yeah, go have fun. And let's go check out these matches. We will pray we can get something rolling. We are up against... Okay, if this is Gardevoir, I think we're actually... This is... Okay, I don't want to... Let's not jinx it. We want the Alakazam for sure. We want the... I want a second Tarountula. I also want... Now, the big problem with our current setup is that our opponent... We don't have energy. We need energy and a switch out. And we may not get both of those on the same turn. If this is in fact Gardevoir, then I think we actually do pretty good in this match. I think it's Gardevoir. The level balls are good sign. I played this one multiple times last night, and this can be incredibly annoying for the Gardevoir opponent if we can get set up. That is the million-dollar question. If we can get set up. And for quite some time now, we have not been able to get set up. They've gotten set up wonderfully. Quad Ralts, opening hand. Are you serious? The memory skip is going to be annoying, or potentially annoying, if they lock us out. But let's see how they play from here. We have one piece that we need. We need a switch and we need an energy. Okay, we get a Spidops as well. That's good. And let's Iono. And we don't get what we're looking for. Let's go and I'll take the Tarountula. Sure. Unfortunately, not what we're looking for. I'm actually going to attach it to the Spidops. And I will... Let's actually bench the third Tarountula here. And we'll wait. Okay, let's see how they play it. We're looking for the best target to trap in this deck is Greninja. Let's see if they avoid benching Greninja because they know what's coming. I don't think we're going to get KO'd here. Arguably, I could have put energy on the Tarountula in the active so that I could hard retreat. So me benching the Spidops is potentially greedy. Now, the other thing is that if they get a Gardevoir EX set up, they could potentially Moonglow reverse and one-shot a Venomoth. And that would be sad. And they actually move damage counters away. They heal, which actually kind of helps us, right? Okay. Uh-oh. If they have Gardevoir Rare Candy right now, I will be so sad. So sad. Then they can snipe this out, and then we're probably screwed. Oh, no, they're just going to go Kirlia. Okay. As of right now, the other thing, they have not benched anything good to trap, and they've got a ton of energy in the discard. Okay, we get Iono. Hey, there we go. What do we want to trap, though? Okay, they're going to Artisan. And they're running the all basics here, which is... Oh, okay. I think we trap one of the Kirlias. Okay, we get the second Venomoth. I guess we could... Yeah, we trap the Kirlia, and we force them to say... I think we trap this one that doesn't have energy on it. I will hold on to the Iono. And let's start. Let's start the trap. That slows them down, but if they still draw, they can just evolve into Gardevoir EX. They have a bunch of energy in the discard already, and they can power something up and pop off that way. So I'm not sure we're gonna be able to... Yeah, especially if they do that. That was what I was scared of. I mean, they were gonna be able to do this one way or another. They might just go in and attack with this Psychic Embrace Gardevoir. Or are they just gonna retreat into something else? Yeah, they can go... I would go into the Cresselia at this point. Oh, they're going to have to... Oh, they tried to retreat, but the Spidops forced them out. So they are taking more damage. And let's see, do they take... They probably take the Venomoth out in the active, right? This is annoying. Yeah, the Cresselia is not ideal. Not ideal, and we don't have enough of the trap set up. Okay, are they going to get the Cresselia play? They should, right? 1, 2. The other way to play it is if we can trap something else. But I don't think we're going to get the opportunity to do that. And I think they're going to avoid benching the Zacian or the... Okay. Yeah, they're just going to go and snipe out a Tarountula off the bench. I don't hate that for them. Don't overextend. That is kind of annoying. It does make it worse for us. And they're going to Temple of Sinnoh. That's also annoying in that that turns our double into a single. And we're going to have to figure out a bump for that potentially at some point. And they're going to heal a whole bunch of damage and take out a Tarountula. So we really need to find another Spidops here if we are going to be in business here. Okay, we do get the Tarountula. That's nice. And let's go attach. And I want to give them 5 different cards. Just get some hand disruption in there. And Pokemon League headquarters is actually good. And we will go and... Ooh, Nest Ball. And I don't want to get rid of Bruno. I don't want to get rid of this energy, though. Okay, I think we actually get rid of the energy. And we go get a second Spidops down. Now, we have not completely... Let's move some damage off of the... Do we move damage off the Gardevoir? And put it on one of the Kirlias? Oh, wait, no. I don't actually want to do that. Or do I? Let's go and see. Let's go on Perplexing. Item lock plus confusion. And then we try and trap something. What do we want to trap, though? There isn't a good trap. They have not overextended, which I hate. And the other problem is, like, if we boss up the Kirlia, they evolve to Gardevoir, they've got the clean, they're not confused, they smash us. If we boss up this Gardevoir, they'll have to attack through confusion, but they can do it. And they can actually, like, attach enough energy at this point, potentially, to hard retreat. 1, 2, 3. They need 5 energy to retreat. But they could do it. And that's the problem. The plot thickens. What's the play? How do we... Oh, they need an extra energy on Cresselia to even attack. I don't know if they know that yet. But, like, for Gardevoir, that's not hard to set. There it is. Okay. How do we lock this in? I do want them to overextend on energy. That's actually the other thing, is that if they've got too much energy, then they can't even attack. So we might want to trap the Gardevoir here. Tails, tails, tails. There we go. Okay, thank goodness. Let's go and... Okay. Temple of Sinnoh, I don't want to do that. Let's go and move some damage. Actually, to the Gardevoir here. And we're going to trap the Gardevoir. Now, they've committed. The problem is they've attached 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. They're going to need all their energy to retreat. Or they can go for 190 and you know, pray that they can swing through this. If they don't, 30, 60, 90, 120, 120 plus 90 is... No, we're still going to be a little short on one-shotting the Gardevoir. Okay, they Iono us. I don't hate that. I don't hate that. They are item locked. They're going to have to find all their other stuff. Would have been nice to get the other Spidops down. I actually don't know if we have the other Spidops. So they played the Collapsed. And let's get rid of this Tarountula at this point. Yeah, they have no good trap targets at this point. I want to hold on to this hand because I want the energy. I want the energy. I want the Spidops ready to go. Okay. They are still stuck. They are still stuck. This is good. Let's actually move some damage from here to... I want to put them in a position where they also can't accelerate more energy to their other Pokemon. So let's go and do this. Yeah, this is riveting. Riveting Pokemon TCG content. But this is the trap that we want. Ideally. Now, they're going to have to get rid of some more energy here. Okay, they Iono us again. That's a little unfortunate. We do have more cards than them. And that's good. How many... Boss Iono? Okay. Are they going to attack? Or are they going to continue to try and fight through this? We do have to be concerned about a potential... Yeah, they could just try and swing through this right now. Tails, tails, tails. No! They break the trap. They break the trap. Now, I could continue to try and trap. How do we do this? What is the correct approach here? Okay, let's go and dig. Yeah, I'll hold on to the Iono. Do we try and trap something else with the Spidops, or do we just knock out the Gardevoir? I think we run the trap one more time. Let's get rid of Iono. And I don't want to get rid of Pal Pad here, but I want to keep my options open. And do we hold on to Boss, or do we try and get some energy here? I'm gonna Iono. YOLO. Okay. We get some energy. I like that for me. I will put it on the Spidops. And I will go and move damage. Thank you, Oval Soul 70. Thank you so much for the follow. Much appreciated. Let's go and get this one almost done. This is still not over. This is still not over. At a certain point, we go in with the Spidops. I kind of don't want to, but we can. I think arguably, you know what we should have done? I mean, we could have trapped the Ralts, but I kind of like that they have all their energy spread out across the different things. There is another potential play here. We can take 3 prizes on the following go. I actually don't know if I want to do that right now, though. And then we push this potentially out of reach. Are they just going to hard retreat? Okay, they get the Gardevoir up. Oh, now we can't do the... They're going to get the fresh attacker. Uh-oh. And they're going to snipe the Venonat off the bench. That feels bad. Okay. We might have gotten greedy here. Oh, no. And they play the boss? Oh, no. They trapped us? Oh, no. The trapper becomes the trappee? Uh-oh. This is bad. This is bad. And we got rid of the Switch, too. Damn. No! Okay. We might have goofed it. We might have goofed it. Let's go and get the Venomoth out. I don't think I want to play the stadium. Okay, we have Switch. This is annoying, though. This is actually profoundly annoying because we don't have... Okay, I want to put you in a position where you're not KOing us right now. Let's go and move damage here. And I will hit for 160. Oh, I was like, I could take 3 prizes, but like, what is 3 prizes even going to be at this point? So that's kind of silly. They have 6 energy. I think we're dead, guys. I think we're dead. They go in with the guard. They can't. This thing is not 2-shotting us. Or this thing's not 1-shotting us right now. This one could. We also haven't seen a reversal energy this whole time. The trap was... They did not... I mean, kudos to our opponent. They have done very well to play around the trap. There's the Zacian. That's what I would have wanted to trap. And now... Now I think we're dead. They hard retreat, go into the Zacian. Can we still win this? This is going to be incredibly difficult to win. Especially now we have less cards than them. I expect the Spidops to be dead. Oh yeah, we have a hard stop at noon today too. And they only need 4 to get out of this. So that sucks. Because they can retreat. And we're still going to be like 20 damage short of just taking out that gardevoir. They might just swing with this. Nope, they're not going to do that. They'll swing at the Zacian. I think we've lost. Let's see what we top deck. But I'm almost certain there is no way we are coming back from them knocking out this Spidops. Why is our opponent taking forever? Secret player, welcome back. How you doing? What is our opponent doing right now? Okay, there it is. This is absolutely like watching paint dry here. This is a brutal match. 270. Now, all the energy's on the Zacian. That is actually something to keep in mind here. And they need they're going to need 3 energy to retreat. I have no energy. Let's bench the Mew. Let's not bench the Manaphy. Let's go and see if we can trap the Gardevoir. And let's see if we can go and knock this thing out. Actually, let's see. What's more dangerous? Let's move it off the Gardevoir here. No. We'll move it off the Zacian. And we'll wait. If they can switch out the Gardevoir, then it is what it is. But they've committed a ton of energy to the Zacian right now. If they can get 3 energy on the Gardevoir, then they just win. They have any other switch outs? I don't think they do. Okay, they're going to rare candy up. Probably to Brainwave Gardevoir. Nope, another Gardevoir EX. Okay. Super Harry with the dramatic zoom. Yeah, this is a dramatic moment here. We are just stalling for time at this point. Okay, we get Iono'd. They're going to Iono themselves down to 1 card, which technically helps them in the sense that they have... We still don't have energy. This is insane. Pokemon, we have no Tarountula. Okay, there's like no reason to play Level Ball right now because we don't have anything of value you can play right now. Oh, they can Roar of the Sword. I forgot about... Oh, they can't Roar of the Sword. Okay. And we got rid of our Pal Pad earlier, right? Okay. Four. Okay, we get a Klara. That's good. That gets us... What can Klara get us back? If we go... I think we have to go and get the Spidops line at this point, right? Like, we're not going to get any sort of trap going here. And we wait. I'm not going to attack. Now, can we win on deck out? We've used all our Ionos and the Pal Pad, so no. We cannot win on deck out. If we can move enough damage, if we can move enough damage onto the Zacian and then take a one-shot on this Gardevoir, we could potentially. I think that's the only way. 7, 8, 9, 10. A decent cup of coffee says, this doesn't look like Snorlax stall. No. And I don't think we do enough damage either. Is it worth running the trap? If we just to get more damage on the board? Okay, I'm going to put some energy on here and Spidops. I don't think we have enough time. I don't think we have enough time. 210. We could knock it out, but then we just lose, right? If we knock out the Zacian right now, yeah, I think they're going for... Okay, we have Bruno to stall. Okay, let's do this. Let's do this. I will retreat. This is going to be 2 energy. And let's go and keep moving the damage off and put it on the Zacian. And we will continue to trap. Now they're confused. Now they can't play items either. And we can continue to stall with Bruno. Please tell me this is it. Please tell me this is it. Okay. They are still trapped. Oh my goodness. This is miserable. Let's go. We have to do this in a way where we can... Okay. Yep. This is what we want. This is what we want. My heart is racing so fast right now. This video might just be this match at this point. Okay, let's go. Let's go. 1. I think we can afford 1 more time. One, 2. We poison. That gets them to 140. I should have seen how much this is doing. 120 plus 90, 210. I think we got him. I think we got him. They're going to reversal energy. That's still not going to be enough to even retreat, right? And it doesn't work on Rulebox Pokemon. No! Do we... I don't think we have any more switches. Okay. No, we have no more switches. Our plan may not have worked. Let's go in Bruno. If... Okay. We can't get the Alakazam out. We can't get the Alakazam out. They have more cards to draw. This is miserable. Oh my goodness. I can't retreat that Alakazam. We were 1 move away from winning this whole thing. I could still take out the Zacian, but if I take out the Zacian, we lose. And they are now up 1 card on us. I think they still have more cards than us. I don't know if they should have benched that. Oh man, this is insane. No, boss isn't going to do anything here. Not anymore. This is just going to come down to who runs out of cards first. Unfortunately, I think they have more cards than us. And we don't have Pal Pad. We got rid of that early. I don't want to move damage. We are at an absolute stalemate. I don't know how many cards I actually have. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, they have more cards than us. So I think we just lose. But we're so close. That boss at the end. Oh, hold on. Hold on. If they can't refresh their hand right now, they are dead. No! Okay, that still only gets them like 3 cards. We're still up. We're still up. Please. I think we've won. Are they stalling this out? Just the weirdest match I've ever seen. Okay, 2. If they play like an Iono right now, I'll be so mad. And this should be it. This should be it. Unless they have Iono right now. We won! We got him! We got him! We did it! We did it! We did it! The trap won! The trap won! Oh my god! Oh man! Wow, that was absolutely insane of a match. Getting the confusion on early and the poison, they had multiple ways of getting out of there, and they did. They played that great, and it really came down, literally came down to us just trying to deck each other out. Getting rid of the Pal Pad was probably a mistake. Thank goodness for Bruno being able to refresh our hand and not refresh our opponent's hand, and we were able to just outlast, even though they had more cards than us. We were able to just sequence that in a way where, yeah, that last boss's orders, like I thought we were going to get the 4 prize knock and just win that way. Unfortunately, heads up play on their part to play the boss's orders, and that just became an absolute rock fight at the end. But we take the win. Item locking really hurting our opponent getting set up. The Spidops trapping targets, and at the end, trapping the gardevoir was the way to go. We'll take that win. GG's. Thus concludes our look at Venomoth. I don't think this is a deck that I would play on my own time, but I do think it's a really cool concept, and it is awesome when it works. I find that setup of this deck is very temperamental, and there are a number of decks that do have ways of escaping the trap, and you have to be really careful with that. But if you can lock it in and you're playing against the specific meta, like in tournament at Peoria, you're going to run into a number of decks that just don't deal with this particular tech very well. You might have a better time in a tournament environment than playing on the ladder, where people are playing all sorts of stuff, and they have different ways of getting around the trap. But regardless, I think this is a cool concept, definitely a rogue tier deck, worth kicking the tires on if you're into that kind of thing. And I always appreciate there being different play styles in the game, and I don't necessarily want a game that's just like swing for fat numbers over and over and over again. So I appreciate that this exists, even if its overall like strength is shaky at best. But for now, I gotta get going. Thank you so much for watching. You can find me on all the things: YouTube, TikTok, Twitter, and Instagram at In3rdPerson. You can find me on Twitch at In3rdPerson, where I stream the Pokemon trading card game every Sunday at 10 a.m. Eastern Time. And check out the website, in3rdperson.com, for more articles and videos on video games, board games, and other nerdy pursuits. So until the next one, I'll see you later. Bye-bye.